At the end of yesterday's episode, I was trying to decide whether I needed a new tactic or not. Let's have a look at whether our form's improved. And by the end of today's episode, we play Santos Laguna, who are second in the Mexican First Division. So we should have a pretty good idea of whether we're back on track or not. Welcome to the video. And since you were last with me yesterday, we played Mazatlan and Pachuca yesterday. A 1-1 draw, very disappointing result against Mazatlan, and then a 2-0 win. Not entirely convincing, but a win is a win against Pachuca. Since then, we've played 3 games. It's not been perfect, and it has been a bit iffy at times. Pumas, who are a very good team, we beat them 2-0. The 2 goals coming in the 91st and 96th minute. If we quickly have a look at the stats actually make us look a lot better than we were. We didn't have a shot on target for the first 85 minutes of the game. They had had all 4 of their shots on target by then. And then we did get a shot on target. And then not long after that, we got another one when Clavery scored in the 91st minute. And then obviously another shot on target when De La Torre scored in the 96th minute. There's only meant to be 5 minutes of added on time. But thankfully for us, we got an additional minute to get that goal. XG, we were better. Average rating, we were better. Possession, we were better. Like I say, the stats make it look like we were the better team. We were in control. You could argue maybe the stats make it look like it could have been a draw. But to be honest, for the first 85 minutes, we only had one highlight in the first 85 minutes. We weren't in the game at all. But pretty much a smash and grab, I think you put that down to. I'm not going to argue. Right, then we had Toluca. And that was a 2-2 draw in this game. And this was a slight improvement, but the first half was not great. 2-0 down by the 34th minute. Irving Mendoza own goal on the 44th minute, really bringing us back into the game. I think it was Gallegos who took a shot from the left-hand side. Yeah, he played on the left-hand side. He'd cut inside, took a shot, took a deflection off Mendoza, went in to make it 2-1. That goal just before half-time, I can't help feeling was absolutely crucial. We then scored in the 62nd minute with Italo Rojas to make it 2-2. Again, you look at the stats, more shots on target, more shots in general, better XG, dominated possession, just about better on the highest average rating. But as you can see, even from our average ratings, it was only Ocampo, Rojas and Gerson Lopez that actually got a 7 or above rating. So it was a better performance, but it wasn't a great performance. Then we played Necaxa, who were 2nd or 3rd in the league at the time. And this was a much better performance. This was actually a really good game. It was a game of 2 teams that are in the top 6 of the league just going at each other. And it was a really good game. I do believe we did deserve to win it. We did go 1-0 up with Layet in the 25th minute. And then a Carrillo goal on the 35th minute made it 1-1. When Ocampo scored on the 51st minute, we had one highlight after that around the 54th, 55th minute. And from that moment on, I switched the mentality from positive to balanced and we managed to see the game out. And that is a really good result against, like I say, is a very good Necaxa side that was 2nd in the league. In terms of today, we play FC Juarez first at home and then we go away to Santos Laguna. If we get a positive result away from home against Santos Laguna, and by positive result, I mean a draw, a win, then I will be happy with that because Santos Laguna are currently sitting 2nd in the league. If you have a look at the closing stage table, we do have a game in hand over Tigre, who are top of the table. We're level on games with Santos Laguna, this being the game in hand that we're about to play. And the teams below us have played 6 games as well, with the exception of Mazatlan, who's somehow managed to play 7. And Monterrey have only played 5. But we are on 11 points from 5 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, 9 goals scored, 4 conceded. We have the joint best defensive record, but we're not great in terms of conceding goals. In terms of the top 10 of the table, only Leon have scored less goals than us. So that is quite clear where we need to improve. We just need to score more goals. Right. Santos Laguna, by the way, recently, that little draw that they've got on their thing there, that was against FC Juarez. So it's not like they're impossible to stop or anything like that. But prior to that, they did win 4 in a row. So let's get over to the Matchday Centre. Let's get on with the episode and let's get on with the game against FC Juarez. Right, here we go then. Let's get to the team. And it's a pretty familiar looking team now. We are pretty much at full strength. We do have Jonathan Mendoza. He's got a virus. He's had to be sent home for a couple of weeks. He's got another 2 weeks, or another 1 week, sorry, to go. Yeah, got the flu. So he's recuperating at home with his feet up. Other than that, like I say, he wouldn't normally be in their first team anyway. This is pretty much our first team now, with Fabinho in goal, Rodriguez left back, Gallegos right back, Felix and Raul in the centre of defence, Contreras, Clavely and Ocampo in the midfield, with Delator and Roas out wide and Layet up top. Let's get into it. A full strength Club America, I would like to think at home as well, will get the beating of FC Juarez, who 3 losses and 2 draws in their last 5 games. They're not exactly on the best of form either. So, yeah, we will be expecting a win from this game, and a comfortable win. You know, this kind of feels like the kind of game where if we're ever going to fill our boots, this would be that game. Here's Delator with a corner. Obviously, I could have just jinxed us and we're now going to end up drawing 0-0 or losing 1-0, something stupid like that. But we had a corner. The header was on target. Goalkeeper goes for a long goal kick. We win the first and second ball. Layet is through. Is that offside? The referee's got his finger in the ear. I do fear this is going to be offside. It looked offside from what I was looking at anyway, and it is offside. It's been disallowed. So it's back to 0-0. And yeah, I mean, you look here, there's Layet. Yeah, it was his arm keeping him onside. I know it's only up to the edge of the sleeve with the arm these days, isn't it? And okay, we'll have to take it. Like I say, it looked offside, so it probably was. Right, Delator with the corner from the other side, puts it deep towards the far post. Ocampo gets the ball, loses it, tried a few tricks there, and basically got found out. And Juarez can come forward with the ball. We win it back, and it's with Rodriguez. Gives it to Ocampo. Raul now our centre back. Gives it to Gallegos, to Clavely. Delator in space. And Delator just kicked it too far in front of himself and ended up giving the ball away. But then they give it away. It's very sloppy play, this is. Both teams giving away possession of the ball. Here's Vincent Rodriguez. He's into the box. The shot was parried by the keeper. Probably should have done a better job of gathering that first time, really. But there's nobody there gambling on a rebound or anything like that. So it stays 0-0. And, I mean, it's been all us. We've had 5 shots on target compared to their none. But, more importantly, we haven't found the back of the net yet. Or at least we haven't legally anyway. Well, here's Ocampo to Roas. Layet into the box. Layet with his 21st goal of the season. He does frustrate me sometimes when he goes on his little runs and not scoring. But you have to give it to him. He's definitely a top scorer, 21 goals for the season. Ocampo to Roas. First ball to Layet. That was some really nice football from us there. Really good one-touch stuff. Right, here we go again with another highlight. It's with us, of course. Clavely to Delator, who again loses. Delator seems to be getting ganged up on quite a bit out there on that left-hand side. We seem to repeatedly be seeing 2 players on him. Here he goes again. He gives it to Rodriguez. Will he get it back? He does get it back. He can run at the defence. He's only got 1 man with him. Rodriguez to Clavely. Goes for goal, and that was not far out. That was a good effort from Clavely. Just a shame it wasn't on target. 10 minutes to go till half-time. And at the moment, I mean, we are absolutely dominating possession. I mean, look at our heat map compared to theirs. Theirs is barely warm. Ours is looking quite hot. But it is only a 1-0 lead at half-time. You're capable of even better is what I'm going to say to them. And let's go out there and let's pick up the second and maybe even the third goal. Delator with the corner. Oh, we've hit the post. I think that was Raul who got his head to it. He's hit the post. Roas has the ball. Contreras to Delator. Pulls it back for Roas. The tackle comes in. It goes out for a throw-in. That was such a good opportunity to score, and we were so unlucky hitting the post within the first minute or 2 of the second half. But, as I said earlier, it's still 1-0, and all the time it's just 1-0. We've had 9 shots on target. We've only scored 1 goal. This is what I mean. I'm repeating myself constantly. I know I am, but we just need to be taking more chances. Right, let's have a look at some substitutions we're going to make. And I think Contreras can come off for Gerson Lopez. I do need to give Gerson Lopez game time where I can, rather than using Enzo Fernandez, who will be leaving the club. Right, here's Delator with a free kick on the right-hand side, just outside the box. Puts the ball in towards the back post. Flores, Oscar Flores, with his first goal of the season. A nice little dink of a header from him. And I think that was Layet, I believe, that got the assist for that. It's Delator's free kick. Goes towards the back post. Layet heads it back and then Flores heads it in. Lovely, lovely stuff. And we take a 2-0 lead. And that will calm my nerves quite a bit. It really will. And here we are. We're still third in the table. I presume Santos Laguna must be winning as well. Rojas with a free kick that goes just over the bar. Skims the top of the net. The little ripple of the net might have thought to some people that it had gone in. Right, let's make some more substitutions. Are Santos Laguna winning? No, they're drawing 0-0. How are they level on points with us if we're winning and they're drawing? Okay, I honestly misread the table earlier on. Right, let's have a look. What are we going to do? Layet can come off for Ivan Gomez. Layet's actually had a good game, a goal and an assist in this game. Solbes can come on for Delator. And Martin Lopez can come on for Acampo. Final 10 minutes of the game. I mean, 73% possession is madness. It really is. Right, we have a throw-in on the left-hand side. Rodriguez has it. Gives it to Gerson Lopez to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a ball into the box. And that was close. That was almost 3-0. It would have been very nice if we could have got that 3-0 lead. Yeah, Santos Laguna must have been a couple of points ahead of me. And I just didn't realise it. Rojas with another free kick. It's going to go just over the crossbar. Here he goes. Oh, no. Oh, what a goal. Clavery. His 6th goal of the season. The referee wants to disallow it. I mean, that was a bit of genius. There's me thinking he was just going to go for a shot over the bar. It has been given. It's 3-0. I thought he was going to just go for goal over here somewhere. He was going to hit the top of the netting. But what a beauty of a pass. Well, I say beauty. It's quite a simple pass, really. But there you go. A 3-0 win against FC Juarez. You've blown them away. Exactly. That is exactly what you've done, lads. We are now second in the table. That last-minute goal, enough to take us above Santos Laguna. And that's who we play next. So let's get over to part 2 of the video. And let's try and get a positive result against Santos Laguna away from home. And here we are for the away game against Santos Laguna. And it's an unchanged team. No point in changing a winning lineup. Fabinho in goal, Rodriguez left back, Gallegos right back, Felix and Raul in the centre of defence, Contreras, Clavery and Ocampo in the centre of midfield, with Delator, Rojas out wide and Liet up top. Mendoza's still out injured. He's still at home for another couple of days. There's only been 3 days between games. Right, let's get into it. Let's get the game played. Like I say, I really want to win here because Puebla have done us a real big favour by beating Tigre. So as it stands at the moment, we are 3 points behind. If we win today, we go level on points with Tigre. But as goal difference is the same, both on 8, we would go top of the table on goal difference. Both teams in good form if you go by this. And it's £22 if you want to come in and watch the game. I'm sure there'll be a few empty seats. And a lot of empty seats, actually. And let's get on with it. Like I say, a win would be amazing. But Santos Laguna are a very, very good team. And that Dominguez up top is a real threat to us. They are playing a 4-4-2 formation. And the first 11 minutes without a shot on goal. But Santos Laguna have just had one, as have we. Neither on target. No highlights at the moment either. Toluca 2-1 up against Querétaro. We'll be playing Querétaro in tomorrow's episode, as well as the North American Champions Cup second leg game. Right, here we go with a highlight. It's their keeper goes long upfield. We managed to get the ball. They've now got it with Gutierrez. Dominguez to Gutierrez again. It's 1-0. It's his 17th goal of the season. The assist from Dominguez, and their front two have combined to give them the lead in the 28th minute. And there is Gutierrez with the ball. I had trouble with his name to begin with. Gives it to Dominguez. Then he gets it back again. And yeah, I don't know what Fabinho was doing there. He was on all fours at one point. I don't know if he tripped over his own feet or what happened. But either way, we're 1-0 down. So that win, first shot on target for them, of course it was. That win that I was craving doesn't look, at the moment at least, and like it's going to happen. Santos Laguna have gone joint top with them. They are level on goal. So really, Santos Laguna beat us by 2 clear goals. Then, right, here we go. We've got the ball. Delator has it to Rodriguez. That's where he frustrates me. Just a bit of composure would be lovely. Right, keeper goes long yet again. Oh, Gallegos is getting sent off, I think. Oh, no. Yeah, Gallegos is sent off. We're down to 10 men. This is all going wrong. It is going wrong very, very quickly. I don't even know who we take off, to be fair. I mean, Ocampo's not playing particularly well, but he's usually the one that's more likely to score. So if we move him, and we'll just leave them in the positions they're in. Flores can come on for Clavery. Oh, Gallegos, you absolute wally. Right on the stroke of half-time as well. What a moron. We've had 6 shots at goal, but again, none of them on target. Oh, I need to do something about the strike. You've been unlucky. So, well, I suppose in a way they have been unlucky. I mean, they've had 1 shot on target and scored it. We've had 6 shots at goal, but can't even get a shot on target. And then we get Gallegos sent off, which, you know, that's Gallegos' fault, not the other players. Right, they have the ball now. They're into our box, pulls it back. Dominic, it's 2-0, and they're now top of the table. Oh, do I... The way I was looking at it is if we lost this game, I was going to make the tactical change. But I just kind of feel like Gallegos has been the cause of this. Oh, it's so frustrating. We really look like we was turning a corner. It's their first league defeat of the season. And we've got Monterrey and Chivas coming up in a couple of games' time. It just... Oh, it's so annoying. Right, I think what we're going to do is move him over to here. Drop him back down here. So this is technically what the 4-2-4 formation would look like. Ocampo can't play in that position, so we'll take him off. And who are we going to bring on? Gerson Lopez. We bring on Enzo Fernandez. Right, what else? Laet can come off, and we bring Solbas on for him. Right, let's see how we get on with this. But yeah, it's highly frustrating this is because our form looked like it was turning around. It really did. But now we're down to 10 men. We just look like... Oh, I thought it was going to be number 3. We look like we're going to get spanked in this game. We really do. And the annoying thing is we've had the same amount of shots on target as them. We've had a better XG than them. But we're 2-0 down. It's literally just they are taking their chances. We're not. That's literally all it comes down to. Right, here's Solbas, who's already picked up a yellow card. Rodriguez to Contreras in the midfield. Goes back to Brian Felix. Brian Felix against his former club, of course, by the way. There's a great ball there to Delator. Finds Solbas. Oh, it's very close to finding Solbas. And the highlight's not ending. So Lopez with a goal kick. He's going to go long. And we win the first ball, but not the second. They can now come forward with Silva on the left-hand side. They get the cross into the box. Fabinho has just absolutely lost the plot there. And that's 3-0. Oh. Can I blame it? I mean, can I blame this just on Gallegos? Or do other players have to take a bit of responsibility here? Because... I mean, Fabinho looked an absolute plonker with the way he just... I mean, he just completely lost the plot. He came out flapping at the ball, couldn't get to it. And you just kind of feel it's down to individual errors, really. I mean, Fabinho's on a 5.8. He's had an absolute nightmare of a game. Rodriguez on a 6.2. Oh, that is not a good performance. We've really been found out against what is turning out to be a very, very good team in Santos Laguna. They've gone top of the table. I mean, maybe as well we need to take that into consideration, the fact that they are actually top of the table. It's not like they're a bad team at all. But they've beaten us 3-0, down to 10 men. It's very rare we ever go down to 10 men, to be fair. It says it was justified, so we'll not bother appealing. Anytime I've appealed, I mean, I haven't appealed a red card in Football Manager for about 5 years because every time I do appeal it, it always ends up they stick with the ban and give him an extra game on top of it as well. So I just don't bother. Right, okay, let's have a look at the schedule. Not looking good with that defeat there. We've got Puebla, Monterrey, Chivas coming up next in the league. Then we've got Chihuahua FC in the North American Champions Cup second round first leg. In tomorrow's episode, we'll do Quintero and Chihuahua. I can't pronounce these names. We'll do Quintero and the second leg of the North American Champions Cup in tomorrow's episode. Hopefully we can re-establish our form in these 3 games here in between episodes, and I'll see you tomorrow for the start of the North American Champions Cup. Could we win it at the first attempt like we did with Flamengo?